Good afternoon, guys. Thank you so much for taking time from your day to talk about your awesome new movie, Project Power. I will be directing questions individually. I'm going to start with Dominic. I mean, your character, usually genre in movies, like the characters are allowed to be one thing, but your character is not only the lead, she's so wildly complex. Could you talk about sort of the gift and the challenge of taking that on in this movie?
Thank you. Thank you. The gift was that she was already on the page like that. She had her dreams, she had her fears and her wants and her like. We knew that she was taking care of her mom. You knew what she was doing it for, and I think that's like one of the biggest parts of like picking a compelling character is like what makes them whole. And so I really was. That was just a blessing that she was already like that, and all I had to do was bring my own experiences, my own heart to it. I think if any of the challenges was that it happened so fast. I'm very analytical. I've been analytical in the past with writing out my this character feelings, picking songs, and making sure that everything is like right there for me. This happened so fast, things were changing on the fly, so that I had to just be like I was kind of thrust into it. And in that sense, it just allowed me to know that I already had the power inside of me.
Cool. Yeah, well, you most definitely willed it on this one.
Oh,
Joseph, let me ask you this. You're so good about sort of disappearing behind each character that you do, and given that you've done great movies in this genre, I wonder if you ever feel beholden to the sort of the legacy that is becoming your filmography. I mean, you pick great films, or were you just enthralled by what this one in particular had to offer?
That's really kind of you. Thank you. Honestly, this movie just seemed like fun. That I'm telling the exact truth. I took a couple of years off acting recently because I've become a dad, and I had the chance to spend some time with my babies. And my first job back was this very intense drama called 7500, which also just came out. But after doing something as heavy as that, I wanted to do something fun. And when I read the script for Project Power and it was Jamie Foxx and we were going to go to New Orleans, I was just like, yes, this is exactly what I want. This is going to be fun. And it was.
Okay, cool. Dominic, let me ask you this. You said you're very analytical, and there are two particular scenes. I don't want to spoil it for the people watching the interview, where sort of your character is in her head, and then the Jamie Foxx character sort of forces her to connect with her talent and not be so much in her head. Did you appreciate going through that? And do you think that having gone through that, that's helped you as a performer, what you were done after that?
Oh, absolutely. It definitely helped me. Even just like another interview where somebody said, "Oh, if I threw out a word for you, would you like freestyle something?" I'm like, I don't know about that, but I was word and I tested like little quick ideas, and now I feel like if I went back just now and like thought of the word, I could come up with something on the spot. So I think I am becoming like and also I freestyle with my friend the other day, and before this movie, I would never do that. I would never do it. So I definitely have grown from her, and I'm excited to see where it takes me.
Cool. Joseph, besides the fun, which I would love to talk about all the scenes that are fun for you, but something that really spoke to me being from Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico and New Orleans have very similarities in terms of the way that natural disasters have affected us. Your character sort of stands for the people and sort of, it's a very blue collar, do the right thing type of a guy. Did you enjoy sort of having that meat on the bone besides the genre fun that you were getting to do for the film?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This movie, you can really appreciate it on a couple levels. And I love movies like that where, yes, there's the thrill ride, but underneath that, there are some real questions that the movie's asking about who has power in the world, who doesn't have as much power in the world, whether or not that's fair. And my character, yeah, he's sort of realizing that he's a police officer and he believes in this system that he defends. But over the course of the movie, he uncovers the fact that, wow, this isn't working in the interest of the people of New Orleans that I care so much about. And so I'm going to have to break these rules if I'm going to really do what I believe is right. And I love a movie like that. That's you can eat the popcorn if you want. You can just chill back and make it a popcorn movie, but it also you have the opportunity to go deeper with it.
I appreciate it so much. So my time's up. The movie's awesome, and in the last 5 seconds before the host throws me out, I always end my interviews with Joseph saying, "Get back to directing. I so love your first movie, so I'm hoping
man.
you direct again." All right, I'm done, guys. Have a fun day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
Take care.